Hey Ma, do you know what bursts my bubble?
What bursts your bubble, Andrew?
Deception. Sometimes I think people are deceiving me and are getting ready to betray me or getting ready to surprise me in a good way.
Well, that wouldn't be deception if they're going to surprise you in a good way.
Deceiving me about certain, benign topics, but it's ultimately going to be a good, surprise of my life.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to explain to you what one example. I remember in my childhood how Dad, quite frankly, would steal things from the house, and I'd see it at a girlfriend's house who didn't even identify as girlfriends. Basically, the point is, Dad deceived me a lot in my childhood. So even though you might say some of this might be delusional, some of this is real too. You know what I mean? It's a combination of both, deception. So there is past traumatic experiences that are etched into my psyche that make me think people are deceiving me. Monsters behind a mask in a way.
Can I give you an example of myself? Somebody, in Dale's family, I asked him about a phone number of a friend, and he's like, I don't have it. I don't have their phone number. I lost it. Mm-hmm. And the person didn't lose it. So that they're being deceptive in telling you that.
Yeah.
So, but you kind of just shrug it off to they're liars.
Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes to you and I, we're both very transparent. We wear our hearts on our sleeves, and we're pretty obvious. You know what I mean? I don't think we have any real major secrets.
And it's funny. Somebody said to me just the other day, when you're like that, that a lot of times you have to take a lesson in life and be a little selfish.
Because if you don't keep secrets, if you don't keep a poker face, people will use it against you. Yes, mm-hmm. Correct. Absolutely.
And especially if you say things that might not, I don't know, that seems, they keep their...
Yeah, I had a friend many years ago, and, I tend to be dramatic. I tend to be, very, very, say... And he said, you know what, if I got this... There's 3 friends. So he said, if I got this same exact text message from another guy, the third friend... I would be over driving to his house, ready to rescue him. But the fact that it's coming from you, I'm not even scared even slightly. So when it comes to psychiatry sessions, sometimes, you have to they don't realize how dramatic I am. You know what I mean?
Well, that's part of your personality, and it's also sometimes can be fear driven. We can get for instance, just talking about.
And I think part of the reason I was so heavily medicated with a mega regimen of psychiatric medications for 10 years is because of how dramatic I am. You know what I mean? I don't think I was really necessarily much sicker than.
Well, sometimes anxieties can make us dramatic.
Right.
If we're frightened about something or worried about something, mm-hmm. and if I'm a compulsive worrier,
yeah.
I worry about everything. So I do enough worrying for the whole world. And when you do that, sometimes you project this like you say, dramatic kind of personality, and it gets you into a situation where people, they either make fun of you, use it against you, laugh at you.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me at work. And, because I'm a worrier, one of the people that I work with was in a meeting with everybody, was using me as the butt of her joke,
right.
Making fun of me. And so I've learned through the years to really be careful who I trust,
right.
And keep things close to the vest because people use it against you.
Right, and also sometimes I'm afraid, the Batista Triple H evolution thing, or Spider-Man Mysterio. Sometimes I feel like people who are deceiving you behind the mask might secretly want to sabotage you or hurt you. You know what I mean? But that might not necessarily be the case. People might not be
People are jealous. People can get jealous. People can get envious.
Right.
But I mean, for somebody to really take the time
to really betray
you,
yeah.
Most people don't have the time, the energy, or don't care.
Right.
I mean, unless they're just a complete lunatic with lots of time on their hands.
A complete psychopath who just I don't know.
Nothing else to do.
I don't know who would be
very, very.
And what would the motivation be for that?
Yeah, there's got to be so many factors added in for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of take people.
And it's important to trust people. It's important to realize there are people who genuinely are exactly who they say they are, and to realize they're not a betrayer and a liar. You know what I mean?
Also, you have to not expect, and this is a hard one for me, not expect people to be as open and as kind and as giving as you.
Right.
Because if you expect everybody to be like you,
right.
you're going to be disappointed over and over again. Everybody's different. But most people have a genuineness to them. Most people.
Right.
Not all. Not all. They do. They do up to here, but they don't go the extra mile.
Okay.
A lot of people don't.
Okay, and that is
what it is.
What it is.